get new books? Do you like them? What do you think? Huh. You like the spring. You feeling frisky, boo baby? What's the baby girl? Oh, you do like the books. Silly cat.
Are you my guy? Are you my guy? Oh, so pretty. So pretty.
That's something you don't see every day. En fuego.
Ajá. Sí, está bueno. Mamá, así de poquito a poquito, todos los meses le vamos a ir ahí más o menos supliendo. Porque la verdad, mamá, que como yo le...
The redneck zoo. It's so pretty. Turn around. Turn around. Aww. SpongeBob. Look at that. Hey guys. Shrimp. Look how tiny. Oh, Gabriel, I need shrimp, man. Those are so cool.
Are they freshwater ones?
Yeah, so teeny weeny. It's like Bitty Boo. This is what I really need.
Dwarf orange Mexican lobster.
I wonder how big they get. That's so cool. Look at that. Ah, one of these too. Ooh. So pretty. So pretty. Look at you. Oh, so beautiful. Hey, it's Doris with Aldi Books, and I thought we're approaching the end of March, so it's about time to start doing a little vlogging. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little weekend vlog and see how far I can get in my currently reading stack. Per usual, it's quite a stack. Not much happened this morning, though. I woke up with my watch later list hitting triple digits, and so I felt duty bound to watch BookTube all morning. So I've got it back down to 79. That's good, right? Priorities. I mean, it's getting so high though because I've been reading so much lately. I am having a great reading month, quantity wise. I've read some great books. I've read more than usual not so great books for various reasons, but I've read a lot of really great books too. Anyway, then we went out to breakfast or brunch with Gabriel's dad and dropped into the really nice fish store. And now I've got the I wants. I might have to dust off my fish tanks this summer, maybe. Anyway, so let's just talk real quick about, or not so quick, you know me, about what we're reading. I just started Cosmopolitan by Akil Sharma. This is the latest in the little Faber stories that Sean and I are reading through. And so far so good with this one. Fingers crossed that it'll be a good one. It's sweet. It's sweet so far, but you know, could go crazy on me. I am also reading Brooklyn by Colm Toibin and really enjoying this thus far. I'm listening to this one on audio and I'm about 40% through, and I wanted to pick this one up for the Irishathon, or the Irish Readathon. And also it's one of those books that's been on my shelf for a couple years unread, so glad to get to that. And yeah, it's just enjoyable thus far. It's an Irish girl who moves to the States in the, I'd say late 1800s or early 1900s. I'm not sure the time frame, but yeah, Rainy Day Reads just finished it, and she had some thoughts on the ending, so that makes me a little worried about it. Shortlisted for the Man Booker, I didn't realize that. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to finish this one this weekend. I need to get on the treadmill and finish it. Let's see what else. Oh, another buddy read. Circe by Madeline Miller. Finally getting started on this one. Look at that. That's just like a disco ball, man. Look at that. Anyway, the first chapter is all I've read, and it was one of those like zoomed out fantasy book, get a snapshot of what's going on in this world. So it was a little bit dense. But fingers crossed that it's going to pick up in the next chapter. I mean, so many people have gushed about it that I think once we focus on Circe's life and just not this snapshot of the world, that it'll get much easier and interesting, engrossing, you know. And then I need to finish The Path Between the Seas by David McCullough. This is on the building of the Panama Canal, and I'm reading this one with Heidi and Patrice. So yeah, I have 4 chapters left, and I'm behind by 1 chapter, so I need to read 2 today and hopefully 2 tomorrow so that I can finish it up for the weekend. And then also Heidi and I are starting the Songs of Trees today. Stories of Nature's Great Connectors by David George Haskell. I love this author. I've only read one of his works, but this is a nonfiction about trees, and he is just very eloquent, but also a biology professor. So, just love it so much. And then I'm buddy reading Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón with Jenny King. I'm about 150 pages into this one, and so far I am really not connecting with it, which I hate saying that again after The Luminaries. And, you know, this is just one of those books that I'm okay DNFing books, but when they're so well read, meaning that so many people read it and love it, I just feel like I can't talk about it unless I finish. So I'm not hating it yet, so it's okay, but I just hope that I start kicking in and being interested soon. And then I picked up Caminar by Skyla Brown. This is part of, my sister gave me a gift card for my birthday, and I spent it all on free verse books from thrift books, middle grades free verse books from thrift books. So I got 11 for my gift card, and I'm trying to read them as they come in. So this was the only the second one that I've gotten thus far in the mail, to try to, you know, help my TBR, because I'm adding a lot of books to my TBR this month. Oopsie. But this is based in Guatemala, which I think is super cool, because I lived there for a year. I taught school in Guatemala, and reading the little dedication, it says, "In memory of the more than 200,000 people who were killed or disappeared in Guatemala between 1960 and 1996, may they always be remembered." So this is about the conflict between the government, which was a military takeover government at the time, a coup, and the guerrilla fighters in the mountains fighting against this government. And, you know, so bad stuff on both sides. And yeah, so like kind of a civil war, if you will. So tragic, obviously, but I don't know if you noticed the years. It was 1960 to 1996 that this was going on, this unrest. And I was there fresh out of college in 1992. So I guess you could say I was a bit ignorant and intrepid at the time. No wonder my mother was so nervous. I don't think she knew that they were having this Civil War-esque situation, because she is fairly ignorant of world politics. But yeah, were gorilla fighters in the mountains. I knew that, but I just didn't think anything of it. I guess when you're young, you just don't think about stuff like that. Or maybe I just don't. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta get reading because it's already like 2 o'clock and I just haven't really. But I'm having a fun time. So anyway, let's see what I can do with these books here this weekend. Music to my ears. Some happy bees. What, been outside, boo baby? Does it feel so nice? I've read 3 more books since I updated my digital Clover. So, color those in. And these were all off my TBR, which is why I'm coloring the ones with the circles, because I needed to read 14 off my TBR this month to break even, and that was before all those middle grade verse books. So, yeah, but it's looking better, right? Okay, I really, really like this one. I just feel like her double meanings here. This is talking about the gorillas coming through the village, and her double meanings with the verbs like aiming, beaten down, loading, shot. It's just really effective. Oh, king of the castle, boo. King of the mountain. Queen of the mountain. Good job, boo. How's my birthday cake coming?
Pretty good.
Don't put that back on my cake.
Why? Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to
you.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, baby. Y'all gonna have to move. I gotta lay down. It's that time of night.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm talking to you.
Where are you at?
Boo. Go on now.
Sharpness is the best one.
Oh, okay. My neighbor's out there mowing his yard. I thought we were going to wait till April. Guess that means I need to mow mine, dang it. So I was filling out a couple more squares on my clover, and I realized I have not read anything for Theater-a-thon yet. So I want to be sure and do that this week. So I pulled out the Oscar Wilde, and I've been just reading and highlighting as I read something. That's all I've gotten read so far, but I really like him. So I want to do the next play for Theater-a-thon. So Salome, $5.85. I really like this. So yeah, I'm going to do that today. And then, here it is. I found some of my Guatemala pictures. Got a couple I'll show you. That's my little class. I taught 3rd grade in Shayla, which is it's the 2nd largest city in Guatemala, but that isn't really saying much. It wasn't all that large. But I taught at a private Christian school on a little hill there. And I was into Ray-Bans. And then this is when we climbed the volcano. So yeah, this is the top of the volcano. Pretty momentous being up there in the clouds like that. And that's me in the white shirt. I don't know if you can see me very well. We didn't have great cameras back then, I guess. But yeah, I loved being back on memory lane. Hey guys, I finished a couple of books last night. So I finished The Cosmopolitan by Akhil Sharma and sent my response to Sean, my response video. So can't talk about that just yet, but I can talk about Caminar by Skyla Brown. I really, really loved this. It just made me think again about Guatemala, and my thoughts are so much different than they were back when I was 22, which was a long time ago. But yeah, I do remember now a little more about the conflict. I remember Rigoberta Menchú winning the Nobel Prize a few years after I came home from Guatemala and things like that. But this is great. It's written in free verse, and she takes more liberties with the positioning of the text than a lot of people do, just to really affect the pacing of the story and the words. So yeah, it's really thought-provoking and a little more higher level thinking, I think. But it's about a boy in one of the mountain villages where the conflict took place. It didn't take place in the cities. It was in these mountain villages where the guerrillas and the army were fighting. And the boy is off hunting mushrooms for his mom for soup when the army comes in and obliterates the village, and he doesn't know if anybody else survived, including his mom. And yeah, and he just ends up fleeing and trying to go farther up the mountain to the village where his grandmother lives, and comes in contact with a small group of guerrilla soldiers they sound more like teenagers or 20-year-olds, but and one of them is a little boy the same age as him. And yeah, it's just very interesting and very lyrical. I really enjoyed this one, so highly recommend Caminar by Skylar Brown.
Aww. What's he doing? Oh, this is sweet.
Okay, these are the middle grade free verse books that I got yesterday in the mail, and I need to pick a new one, and I'm gonna pick Catching a Storyfish because Michelle commented and said she hoped I got it, and I did. And look, Alba, it's from the New York Public Library. How cool is that? Very excited. Y'all going old school this weekend?
What are you saying?
So are y'all going old school this weekend?
Yeah. We started playing it again. We started having fun.
What are you doing, Guy? Hey.
Oh my god.
Well, I went to the dump, and I went to Kroger, and I got the front yard mowed so the neighbors don't have to be
I
embarrassed.
think we figured out the way to win every single game of this.
My kid's bragging about his Minecraft skills. And I guess I better sign off because my niece is coming to visit, and I need to make sure the house is ready. Got 60 more pages in this, so I'll see if I can get any more done before she shows up. And yeah, so I will chat with you maybe next weekend. Bye.